raza, welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna be buying some fishing gear. I recently started going with my nephews and friends, and it's something I enjoy besides working on my truck or messing with it or stuff. And it's something I can do that don't require a lot of help or require me having legs, you know. So I'm gonna be hitting up Los Canaleros at 956 tackle and bait. I caught ahead right now, and I bought a heavy medium fluorescent rod from Mad Cats, and I also bought a Okuma Coronado CDX 80 reel and some other little goodies. So right now we're gonna be taking a trip out there and picking up my stuff, so that way soon or on this weekend I can go out again and get some fish. Yeah, that's the goal. I had been wanting to. I've been using this. Yeah, some huge ass hooks. We feel like we're gonna go get some shark and shit. And we need something, you know, a little bit different, you know, so that way. But
yeah. So this is a single treble, man. This one's very good. And then the float, I think we went with a single treble también.
That's what you use too, or what do you use more better?
Normally, carnal, my favorite is probably gonna be the M2A. This one's good for like hand size whole fish or like carp heads.
Okay.
What I do is I'll cut the carp head así, and I'll put the leader to the carp's mouth right here. I'll put the leader to the carp's mouth, and I'll put it, and I'll take it out through the end where it's cut, and I'll slide it all the way down. Boom.
And you have better look like that.
This is one of my ultimate favorite ways. Porque mira, when the alligator gar, let's say the head's like this, the mouth is facing down, the gar starts eating this, right? And they start swallowing it, swallowing. By the time he notices that this hook is in his mouth or in his throat, he's gonna kind of want to shake it out or throw it up. By that time, this thing's coming out, boom, that ain't gonna go nowhere, bro. So this is my favorite. These are $11.99 for the pack. Yeah, this is my favorite. But I can trade it for the treble if you want.
¿Sí se puede?
Yeah. This is one of my favorite, man. This is something you must try. Pues aquí tengo el QR code, and I got my latest video. I think, yeah, my latest video we use this leader, so you'll see how I do the carp. Yeah, we got a lot of styles of leaders, man, but that's probably one of my favorites, hands down.
Ah, bueno. Yeah, no me podrás dar unos pointers rumbo donde me puedo. The other day we went to Campascuas.
Back in the day, I used to fish there a lot. No más que we used to get kicked out by some old man there, white hair guy.
Yeah.
Back in the day, man, we used to fish that place. I totally forgot about it hasta que you mentioned it right now. Years ago, I used to fish at Campascuas. Another good place was the Arroyo Colorado. The Arroyo Colorado, it's very hard sometimes to access it because it's like the grass is overgrown and it's not a flat surface. Está bien gacho.
No ocuparía algo, you know, más bullshit.
Yeah, I understand. Sí, por eso te digo, and most of the places there, not only that, but a lot of places have gotten closed down there in the Arroyo Colorado. But the Arroyo Colorado holds a lot of gar. I know Donna Lake has a lot of catan, but it's catch and release, man. But the thing about Donna Lake is you can fish off of the road, and you got, I don't know if you've ever been there. You got one lake to the left, one lake to the right. It's on Valley View Road in Donna. And there's chingos, bro. We've taken out a 7'2" alligator gar there, man. We took out several 4-footers, I see, but a lot. Sometimes it gets real good. You can fish off the road, but it's catch and release. If the game warden catches somebody taking fish, they'll give them a ticket. And that place is badass because you can fish right off the road. Like, it's flat, it's nice. Other than that, there's not too many places, man. Así que está con madre, bro. It's very, very hard now in the valley. So that's why all my trips, I do them up north, man. I do them up north because there's not many places that I can go in my boat and have the best luck and all that. Back in the day, we used to fish a lot everywhere. I fished Campacuas, I fished Santa Rita, I fished Santa Monica, I fished all over the Arroyo Colorado, the Rio Grande River, todo, bro. But it's
Hey,
very
Gilman,
hard.
you think they were telling me to go to Antalduas, or you?
No, it's safe, bro. It's
Okay.
totally safe.
All right, yeah.
Law enforcement anyway, no one's gonna mess around with it. It's totally safe. But when we used to fish in areas that were pretty bad, man. We would see everything, dude. You'd see drug smuggling, people smuggling. You see Border Wars live, le digo yo.
No, man.
Yeah, I've seen it all, man. I've seen everything that Rio Grande. But yeah.
Oye, te iba a decir, ¿crees que nos puedes explicar qué es lo que agarré?
Your
¿Cómo
combo?
está el video? Yeah,
Definitely,
está-
bro. So let's do it. All right. So what you got here is a Mad Cat's rod. This is a 7'6" rod, man. So the thing about this rod, it's trending right now. What I mean by trending, it's very popular right now. This type of rods are very popular, especially because they're fluorescent. And at night when you're fishing, these fluorescent rods, they glow when you shine the black light on them. So this is the new stuff that's out in the market, Mad Cats. They do only make them in a 7'6". They do have a couple of 6'6" rods. I haven't seen them. I ordered some. I haven't seen them, but they don't have much variety. So they carry them in a spinning and they carry them in a casting. You got yourself the spinning. Now, these rods, like I said, they're new. They're trending, all this thing. About the reel, I can talk a lot about this reel because I have years experiencing these type of reels. This is an Okuma Coronado CDX 80. This is a live liner, which is this right here. This is your live liner. And when it comes to gar fishing, live liner is the way to go, bro. This is a game changer. If you're gar fishing and you've never experienced a live liner, you need to experience this type of reel because it's a game changer. It's going to make a world of a difference when you're fishing for catan. The reason is, let me tell you why. And this is what I tell all my customers, especially people that are beginners and they're getting into it like, Mark, what do I need? And I explain to them what a live liner, why it's beneficial, ¿verdad? And of course you have yourself your braided line. I think you have about 60 or 70, no, never mind. We went 100-pound braided line. You got about 250 yards of braided line. It's tough. It's a fluorescent color, so it's gonna be bright at night with your black light. Anyway, so the reason why a live liner is a way to go when you're gar fishing is because when you're gar fishing, you don't have a tight drag. When you're waiting for that gar to come and pick up the bait, you don't have a tight drag. So what do you have to do? You have to have your drag loose. When you cast out your bait and then you're waiting for that strike, you have your rod in a rod holder wherever you place it. You're waiting for that strike. Obviously, gar fishing is not like any other type of fishing where your drag's tight and your rod's gonna bend and it's gonna hook set. No, you gotta have your drag loose. Whenever the catan picks up your bait, you gotta have the drag loose. The catan is gonna swim. He's gonna swim quite a while until he's comfortable enough to eat the bait. Meaning, about 80-90% of the time, you're gonna have to let that gar swim. You're gonna have to let him swim. It's very rare that you're gonna hook him right then and there on the first strike. He picks up the bait. He has to swim. So remember when I said your drag has to be loose? Well, this live liner allows you to have your drag loose without loosening your main drag. So that's loose. Now let's go ahead and loosen your tension down here. And this tension, you want it to be loose at all times, and you leave it like that. So okay, you cast your bait, falls in the water. You put your rod and reel on. You put your rod on the rod holder. So now you're gonna activate your live liner to loosen your top drag. The catan comes. Look how beautiful that sounds and how smooth. This is why I like Okuma over Penn, because Okuma has a smoother drag. Penn has more of a resistance. Está más durito. So the catan's gonna run. I call it running. Fish don't run, but they swim, ¿verdad? But we all call it running. Está corriendo. So the gar's swimming. The gar's swimming, and that's how it's gonna go. It's gonna go fast until you're ready to set your hook. You're gonna put your switch up. You're gonna deactivate your live liner. This is your live liner. You're gonna deactivate, meaning it's not gonna be loose. Now you're activating your main drag. Your main drag's always gonna be tight, but not too tight, ready to set your hook. You see, it's not spinning no more because it's tight. It's ready to set that hook. So he's swimming. Oh man, I need to set that hook. I need to set that hook. Boom, switch it up. You're gonna activate your top drag. Now it's tight, but not too tight. So what do you do now? Now you're gonna set your hook. A lot of people, what they do is they get too excited. They do this, and then and then they set their hook, right? No. What you gotta do when he's swimming, you deactivate it, and then you're gonna wait for your line to stretch until you have a nice stretch, and then you're gonna set your hook. Your first hook set's always gonna be your most important. You want a solid pass, like solid, like don't do this, no. Boom, macizo. I don't want to hit the roof, right? But yeah, you want to go macizo, and just hold it. Once you hold it, then it's gonna zzz, your rod's gonna bend everything. You want that pressure, because that pressure is gonna penetrate that hook in the gar's mouth or wherever that hook's at. So boom, you set your hook, you have your rod tip up. He's fighting for his life because he felt that hook. He's trying to run away. He's trying to shake off that hook. Remember, your drag's tight, but it's not too tight. Now you start to fight your gar. You pull and you reel. You pull and you reel. If he starts pulling and fighting, just hold it tight. Let him. Don't ever do this. And he's pulling. Don't ever do this. This is not to bring in your fish. The machine is not ever gonna bring in your fish. Your rod is bringing in your fish. You pull the fish, you reel in your slack.
Okay.
You pull the fish, you reel in your slack. So I tell this to a lot of people because I've seen it, man. They get excited and they're like this, and they're like this, and they're like this, and they're trying to fight that gar, and this is a big mistake, man. You're not gonna fight a fish with the machine. The machine is meant to reel in slack, not to bring in the fish. Your rod is the one that's bringing in the fish. So that's what you got. You got yourself a nice medium heavy rod. It is rated for up to 16 ounces of lure weight, meaning you can load about a pound at the tip of that rod and it's not gonna snap, and you can cast a pound, but we're not gonna cast a pound. We're gonna cast about 2 to 3 ounces, plus you make maybe 5 to 6 ounces max. But it's sturdy enough to withstand all that weight. So you got yourself a nice, good, medium heavy, super sturdy rod. Fluorescent for that glow in the dark night action. And then you got yourself your CDX 80 Coronado, and it's a live liner, man. If no one has ever used a live liner and they're into gar fishing, get yourself a live liner, man. Like I say, man, I think, and I probably can say that we're the #1 store in the world for alligator gar fishing, bro. Meaning we have a variety of live liners, dude. We have so many live liners. We have about 2 or 3 more different styles live liners that we have used, and we have rods, we have bait, we even do Catan tours, everything, advice for the people that are really getting into it and they want to learn. We manufacture gar leaders. I don't think there's no other store that does that, and I'm proud to say that. So yeah, man, we cater to a lot of gar fishermen, and we're very well known for that. But of course, we do sell a lot of saltwater. We cater to saltwater fishermen because we do a lot of saltwater fishing ourselves too. So we do a little bit of everything. But my main thing, and I say it, is alligator gar fishing. Okay. So that's what we got there.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, man.
You know, I was looking into I was gonna hit up Mad Cats myself, right at the beginning, and you say, no, but they're a little bit cheaper, or you know what I mean, like, but then by the end of shipping and taxes, and I actually saved money instead of actually ordering it online and stuff. Plus you get to come in and you get the experience of here, or ask for help and stuff like that, and
so that's what we do a lot here, man. A lot of people they enjoy shopping here at LCD. It's a small shop, and I'll say it, and I say this almost all the time. It's a small shop but on steroids, man. We got a lot of stuff. If we don't have it, you don't need it, right? Yeah. And we're a little low on rods, but we're getting a big shipment of rods here in the next couple of days. More live liners, and a lot of people come in here, and It's very common for a lot of people to know a little bit and wanting to know more. So that's what we're here for. We help them. That's the advantage of coming to a local shop. You know, you go to a big shop, a big store, ¿verdad? And I'm not gonna mention any stores because I don't wanna put any stores out there. But you go to one of these big stores out there. Most of the time, the employees are employees. They're not fishermen. And I'm not saying I know it all. I don't, but I know a thing or two. And if we don't know it, best believe I'm gonna find out for you, man. I'll make some calls. I know a lot of experienced fishermen out there in all types of styles of fishing, and we'll find out, man. And we do it all: offshore, inshore, saltwater, freshwater. Mainly the type of fishing you will do here in the valley. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're here for, man. So I'm glad you came by, and yeah, that's the advantage of shopping local at a mom and pop shop, ¿verdad?
Yeah, and plus you get to get it that same day, you know, like,
yeah.
You know, instead of having to wait a couple of days or a week.
Yeah, these rods are famous up north, very famous for catfish, man. These people are putting out big catfish with these rods, and I'm making a big impact with the alligator gar fishing community because no one has really used these rods. There are people, I'm not saying that there isn't, there are people who use these for gar fishing. But you know, now that LCD has Mad Cat's rods, they're putting them out there to the gar fishing community more than ever, especially here in the 956. We have gone through so many of these rods since they started coming in.
Yeah, and I was wanting something, you know, because my GoPro doesn't have like a setup for a light and stuff like that. So the last time we went fishing, you know, I got an awesome run, man. Like, you know, it was going hard, and it was pitch black, bro. Like, you know, they had a little headlamp and they couldn't see nothing into the water or nothing, you know. So
Put the hook, bro.
record me.
Say it, bro. No. Do what you want. Don't listen to me. Don't listen.
It's recording. Yeah.
So this is pretty cool, man. What Mad Catz has, it's a headlamp. It gives you your regular white LED, which is awesome. You must need it. You must have it. And then for those rods, to light up those Mad Catz rods, this is what it is, man. The black light lights up that fluorescent color, and you'll see everything at night.
Yeah, because you know, I didn't get to get nothing. I think only my head came out. That was it, you know. So that's the reason I was wanting something, you know, so I can have like, because the last thing you want is to set up a big ass lamp and then have them bugs going like crazy, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I'll get something that, you know, that's fluorescent or glow in the dark, you know, that way we can try and pick it up, you know, with the camera. So, and you know, this is my very first, you know, because I've never bought in a reel and rod, you know. Back then when we would go gar fishing, we would go pooch, you know, we'd go to Trasmayo and stuff like that, you know. So, and they were like, nah, you know, there's no sport in that, you know. So,
oh no, definitely not. And now thanks to social media, we have learned and we continue to learn a lot of techniques and a lot of new ways to fish for these fish. And it has gotten so popular, man. Alligator gar fishing has been, and it's getting very popular, man. Thanks to social media.
Yeah. And you know, and I like, because I've always wanted to fight me up, you know, fish, you know. So, and you know, that run, you know, it's just exciting, you know. The other day we went to Campascos, and we had no fights at all, like nothing, no runs, nothing. And I was like, I live like close to Edinburgh Lake, and we go to Edinburgh Lake every once in a while. There's a shitload of turtles, bro. I had more fun the turtles biting at my bait, you know, than actually being over there where we were supposed to be getting, you know, good run for gar. So.
You know what we used to use in Campascos back in the day? Is crow. We used to, my buddy used to shoot the crows with his BB gun in his backyard. He would save them, and we would put them on the hook, bro. And nobody really uses that. And if you ever try using urraca or crow, black bird, whatever you want to call them, that bait is very good for Catan, bro. And it's actually legal to use it. I talked to game wardens, they're like, as long as you kill it in a place where you have permission and you have a hunting license, you're more than welcome to use it for bait, man. You can do whatever the heck you want with it. It's crazy.
Pero qué, lo metes entero o lo pelas?
Lo pelas. Like if you be cleaning a dove and you just get the breast, right? That's it. And just hook the breast, cast it out.
That's awesome. Thanks for the tips. I really
Yeah, man.
appreciate it, man.
Thanks for coming by, and anything we can help you with, that's what we're here for. If I'm not here, my employees are here, and they'd be able to help you with everything that you need the same way that I do if I was here.
Oh, bueno. That's that, boss. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get a few. Well, guys, I finally picked up my gear, and hopefully we can catch us a car.